What is going on, you guys? If you are new to the channel, my name is Kyle. I'm a full-time trader specializing in futures and options, specifically intraday trades. I also run the Opinius Traders think tank, which is a community for active traders. We also offer some educational services such as mentorship and group coaching. In today's video, we're going to be going over a small addition, a small change I have made to the Trading Playbook template. This is a template that I've created for active traders. This is something that you can duplicate on your own for free, or if you want to actually download this template, I've put a link in the description down below. If you are not familiar with what this template is, with what the Trading Playbook template is, there is an entire video going over the foundation and the basis of all of the other features here on this template. In this video, I'm going to be specifically talking about one new additional feature that I've added to the template, and this is known as the weekly performance review. So the weekly review is something that I recommend that all developing traders do, especially, but pretty much all traders do. It's very similar to your daily review. It's very similar to your daily journaling, except it takes kind of a broader overview. It takes a big picture look at your week as a whole rather than an individual trade or rather than an individual day. We're looking at the week. And so let's jump right into it. You can see the tab here or the link right here on the actual playbook template. It is titled Weekly Performance Review. So when we click on it, again, this is the Opinius template, trading template right here, playbook template. So when we click on this link, it's going to take you essentially into this database view. It's going to say weekly performance review. And what you can do here is initially everything is going to be blank. But what you can do is you can just go ahead and click on new. And what this is going to do is it's going to bring up a new page. So you can just enter whatever the trading week is that you are currently focused on. Generally speaking, I imagine that most traders are going to be doing this on a Friday or on a Saturday or perhaps even a Sunday. So this past week was the week of April 10th, and this past week was the week of April 15th, and yesterday, Friday, was April 19th. So that would be 415 to 419. And so there are a handful of prompts here. Again, you can totally do this on your own with some type of Word document or even a Notion database if you like the convenience of having it built for you. Again, I have the template that you can download in a link down below. But essentially, this provides a series of prompts. These are prompts that I feel help traders reflect on the week and improve their game. So I'll just kind of go through the prompts one by one here. Now, this is kind of just a broad overview, what worked / didn't work well this week. So this can be anything. Maybe you're fighting the trend all week. Maybe your analysis was off this week. Maybe, if you're trading options, you were in the wrong stocks this week. If you're trading futures, maybe you didn't account for recent volatility. And so your stops were either too wide, you weren't paying attention to the width of the structure that you were trading, or maybe your stops were too tight, you weren't giving your trades enough room to breathe. Trading issues, there's going to be any number of challenges that you had for the week, especially if you are a developing trader. This is one way to kind of get a general sense of what worked, what did not work well this week. And so some considerations within that are, was there any type of trade that did or did not work well? If you are trying, recent example that comes to mind, if you're trying longs during a downtrending market, that is going to be a challenging trade to master. So maybe, in this little box, you could say, all right, well, my execution did not align with what the big picture analysis was showing. So that could be a type of trade that did not work well. Another consideration is, was there a particular market that you did or didn't trade well? Very similar to the last prompt, right? This is key if you're trading individual names. Maybe there's a particular sector that was not really working all that well for you. Next, we have, was there a particular day or time that you did or did not trade well? This is a common one for a lot of developing traders. Traders tend to do well in the morning and then do poorly in the afternoon if they continue to trade in the afternoon. That is a common theme that you may experience in your trading currently. This is something that I see a lot of developing traders struggle with. And so if you find yourself struggling, during that midday, maybe you do well in the morning, or vice versa, this is something that you can kind of isolate here and kind of, pay attention. Is this a recurring theme week over week, or is this kind of a one-off thing? Next consideration, did you enter trades too soon? Did you enter trades too late? Did you take profit too soon? Did you take profit too late? Were your stops too tight? Did you take poor risk to reward trades? Did you risk too much? Kind of like, we talked about earlier with big volatility markets. Did you risk too little, right? Did you miss any trades? This can be key, especially for a more developed trader. If you're missing trades that are within your playbook and you're at the desk, that can definitely be an issue. Did you deviate from your plan? If so, why? And what was the outcome? Now, from there, we get into the next kind of bigger picture prompt. Are the answers above familiar? Meaning, are these answers, are these kind of issues that you're seeing, are they recurring in your trading? Have you taken any action on them, or have you not taken action? The goal is obviously to do more of what is working and less of what doesn't. So you want to be honest with yourself. You want to kind of take an honest assessment and an honest look at your trading. Are you kind of running into the repeat issues week in and week out? And if you are, that is definitely a problem. Week over week, we should be making some incremental improvements in one area or another for our trading business. And so for recurring problems, there's another way to isolate, kind of get you into that solution focused mindset. So for recurring problems, what is the problem? Why do I have this problem? What is the solution, right? How can I action it? So what you want to be doing in these two columns here, or these two kind of prompts, is be objective with the solution that you're creating for yourself. So, we don't want to have kind of broad or generic solutions for our trading problems. We want to create a legitimate rule or some type of framework that prevents us from this poor trading behavior in the future, right? It's not enough to take a sticky note and say, don't do XYZ and just place it on your monitor. You need to have something that is more concrete than that. So you want to have some type of rule framework. Maybe you create, for example, if you struggle with, you find yourself trading the open too frequently and just taking losses right off of the open is another common one for developing traders. Well, you could set a concrete rule that says no trading the first 5 minutes of market open. And then from there, you can, the next week when you're doing your weekly review, you can kind of take a look and see how frequently did you break that rule? Did you pass it? Did you follow the rule all 5 days of the week? If so, that is definitely a win. And this is one effective way that you can kind of create an action item for that actual rule. And this is an effective way to get better at your trading craft and actually resolve the recurring issues that you have within your trading. So that's kind of an overlook at recurring problems. For recurring positives, how can I do more of what worked, right? And then the task, kind of the homework for the weekly review is to study the best trades of the week. Can you see anything that would have caused you to catch more of them? Now, as you start to do this activity, this may take you, 20 minutes, half an hour, 45 minutes, as you kind of get more and more familiar with actually going through this weekly performance review. You'll get faster and faster. You'll kind of have a better sense of what your trading is looking like on the week. And even, during the middle of the week, you can take some time to set aside and actually start to fill some of these items out. So this has been a very effective way for my own trading journey to get better, to improve my profitability, to improve my hit rate, to point blank take more money from the market on a week over week basis. And this is something that has been incredibly effective for all of my trading clients. I've seen it be very effective even for traders that I don't work with directly, who just get the template and implement it on their own. They are gracious enough to share feedback with me. And so I highly recommend that if you are a developing trader or someone who is struggling, or maybe you're just new with your trading business, implement some type of weekly performance review. Hope you guys found this video helpful. Hope you found this overview of the weekly performance review helpful. These are, again, exceptional prompts, and feel free, you can always, if there's something that you want to add here, if you want to add some prompts in, you can make any changes that you want to this template. You could even create your own. Like I said, you could borrow some of these for your own type of weekly performance review, but this is generally the framework that I recommend following. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below or reach out to me in the Traders Think Tank via direct message. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching.